Hello everyone, welcome to biology classes. I am Meenu, and in the previous part we discussed what is the respiration and the main respiratory organs. But in this part today we will discuss about the breathing and exchanges of gases, that is mainly the mechanism of respiration. Firstly, in mechanism of respiration, it will include mainly three parts, that is inspiration, exchanges of gases and expiration. We will discuss one by one. Firstly, inspiration. The simple meaning of inspiration is that intake of O2 oxygen. It is an active process, means it in this process the energy will be consumed by the cells and then oxygen will be intake. In inspiration and expirations, some muscles and diaphragm play a very important role. Some these muscles are called the intercostal muscles, but further these muscles are also divided into two categories, that is external intercostal muscles and internal intercostal muscles and diaphragm. In inspiration, the main role of these muscles are external intercostal muscles, which are also known as inspiratory muscles. Now this is the diagram which showing that how inspiration will takes place. In this diagram shows that how inspiration will takes place. In this diagram the intercostal muscles roles are not labeled but the external intercostal muscles. These external intercostal muscles when contract, then the ribs and the sternum raised, means ribs and sternum comes outward and upward, and then the diaphragm will get contracted. When it will get contracted and get flattened, then the volume of the thorax cavity will be increases. When the thorax cavity will be increases, then the pressure here will be decreases. Due to this low pressure, the air will be enter here and inspiration will takes place. Okay. Next, this is a mechanism as we very well explained in this diagram, that firstly external intercostal muscles get contract, then rib cage moves upward and outward. Next one is diaphragm contract and flattens. Due to this contractions of diaphragm and muscles, volume of the thorax cavity will be increases, and that's why the pressure in the alveoli will be decreases. Due to this pressure the air will moves in. Okay. And then next will be the expirations. What is expiration? The next step is the exchanges of gas. After inspiration, the next step is the exchanges of gases, then expiration. But the exchanges of gases we will discuss it about later. Firstly, we know what is expiration. So what is expiration? Simply expel out of the foul air, that is CO2, is known as expiration. It is mostly a passive process, and maybe it is active process. Mainly it is passive process because there is no energy consumed in this process, but somehow when we expire, mostly exhale the CO2 very forcefully, then the energy will be consumed, and then this process will takes as an active process. In this process, some muscles and diaphragm also play the role. Here the external intercostal muscles and internal intercostal muscles and abdominal muscles will be included, plus diaphragm also included. Then what is the mechanism of this? Same which is in the inspiration, just opposite will be happen in the expiration. Firstly, the abdominal muscles and internal intercostal muscles will get contract. Due to this contraction, the rib cage moves downward and upward, downward and inward. and then diaphragm get relaxed. Due to the diaphragm get relaxed, then it will comes in its biconcave shape. Due to this concave shape, the volume of the thorax cavity will be decreases. When the volume of the thorax cavity will be decreases, then the pressure in the alveoli will get increases. And as we know that when the pressure will get more, means when the pressure is high, then the air moves out. Okay, so this is the mechanism of expiration. Same as in inspiration, just opposite. Means in inspiration the external intercostal muscles are contracted, but here the external intercostal muscles get relaxed. Okay, then this is the diagram which is showing the expiration. Here the same, that's the rib cage and the sternum get returns to its original position, and the volume of the thorax cavity will get decreases. Due to this decrease in the volume of the thorax cavity, then the pressure in the alveoli will get increases, and due to this pressure the air will comes out and expiration will takes place. Here the abdominal muscles plus internal intercostal muscles are known as expiratory muscles. Okay, next, these are the diagram which is showing the alveolus and the pulmonary capillary. This is the alveolar cavity, and this alveoli made up of double membrane, means one is epithelium and one is endothelium. Between these two membranes the basement substance is present. Due to these thick layers, due to this presence of these thick layers, only the oxygen will get comes out inside the alveoli and will get enter into the capillaries. Okay, next is exchanges of gases. There are three phases of gas exchanges. Means firstly, what is gas exchanges? Simply the supply of O2 oxygen to the cells and disposes of CO2. And here there are 3 points which are considered into the gas exchanges. Firstly, breathing, means the CO2 produced in our body and oxygen of atmosphere will get exchanged. Secondly, the oxygen is consumed by the blood, that is with the consumed or combined with the hemoglobin. And next one is this oxygen with the hemoglobin will be consumed to the cells and tissue. Okay, and these transfer of the gases or these exchanges of gases mainly occur due to the partial pressure. Means if there are a partial pressure difference, only then the gases exchanges takes place. Then firstly we should know what is a partial pressure. The partial pressure is the pressure exerted by a particular gas in a mixture of gases. And as we know that gases will always diffuse or always transfer from a higher partial pressure region to a lower partial pressure region. Here the PO2 is the symbol which is showing that partial pressure of oxygen, and PCO2 is stand for the partial pressure of carbon dioxide. Next one is the alveoli which are present in our lungs. These are the primary sites of exchanges of the gases. And next, the other side except the alveoli, the main site of gas exchanges is blood and tissue. That is, the gas exchanges takes place firstly in the alveoli, then in the blood and the tissue. Okay, then in the previous slide we will discuss about what is partial pressure, and hence in this slides the different partial pressure of oxygen and carbon dioxide is discussed. The different regions are given here, that is atmospheric air, alveoli, blood, means deoxygenated and oxygenated, and then tissue. The here we can clearly see that oxygen partial pressure in atmosphere is 159 and in tissue it is 40. And so due to this partial pressure difference, the oxygen will move from atmosphere to the tissue, that is from higher partial pressure to the lower partial pressure. And in CO2, the atmospheric air, the partial pressure of CO2 is 0.3 and in tissue there is 45. So the carbon dioxide will be transferred from a higher partial pressure to the lower, means higher in the tissue and lower in the atmospheric air, and hence CO2 will be transferred from the tissue to the atmospheric air. So this table shows how due to the partial pressure difference only the gases exchanges will takes place. This is the last slide, which is showing the representations of the exchanges of gases at the alveolus and the body tissue level. In this, when the air is inspired, means when oxygen get inspired in the alveoli, then with the help of pulmonary veins, they will transfer, or oxygen will transfer into the systematic arteries, where the partial pressure of oxygen is 95, but in the body tissue here the partial pressure of oxygen is 40. So the oxygen will get released into the tissues where partial pressure is less, but in tissue the partial pressure of carbon dioxide is more. So the CO2 will get removed or will get released from the body tissue into the blood, which becomes the deoxygenated blood, and then this blood and with the carbon dioxide will get removed out with the help of pulmonary arteries, and through the alveoli it will get expired, and hence the gases of exchanges will takes place. In the next part of the respiration, we will discuss about the transportation of gases and some diseases. And if you have any questions, write or ask in the comment box. Thank you.